My name is Gino right here, and I co-host with the TV in Westford. And my host actually is doing something else today, and he was not able to come. I'd just like to introduce a friend that she works in Littleton, and I'm only give you the first name, and she will tell me a story. Her name is Nicole, and she will try to help somebody that really might need some help. And she will tell me the story, and you understand why. Okay, Nicole, would you be kind enough to tell us a story?
Sure. So my name is Nicole. I'm the Assistant Director at Littleton Elder and Human Services. In 2017, the town of Littleton coordinated the Littleton Coalition Against Addiction to help provide resources and support to people in the community who are facing struggles with addiction and with mental health concerns. I'm glad to be here this month because September is National Recovery Month, and in Littleton, the Select Board just officially proclaimed the month of September as Recovery Month in Littleton. So I'm glad to be here for this. In light of the COVID-19 pandemic, we've seen our numbers of people calling us looking for resources and support more than double over the past year. And so we have various resources for people suffering from mental health issues and addiction issues. A lot of times those go hand in hand. I work pretty closely with our Chief of Police, Chief Pinard, and the town of Littleton has the COIN program, which is a collaborative program where you can call the police department, even if you don't live in town, and make a referral for mental health or addiction issues. It's all anonymous, everything is confidential, and then someone will call you back with resources that you can use to get yourself to a better place. I know that Westford also has the Westford Against Substance Abuse. I used to work with Ray Peachy, who I believe has retired, but I'm sure that Westford Against Substance Abuse is still doing great things. They have a lot of programming, and they work with the schools. So, you know, we can work together. The Littleton Coalition Against Addiction is here to provide support for not only people who are suffering from addiction or mental health, but also for the families. A lot of times the families are kind of left with, you know, not a lot of support, and they're the ones kind of, you know, they're facing it in a different way every day. I actually had a meeting this morning with Lori Krinsky, who is from the National Alliance for Mental Illness, and they have tons of programs and events. They have a lot of programming in Acton, support groups and resources for family members of those suffering from mental illness, and also from those suffering from mental illness themselves. The Littleton Coalition Against Addiction, for this month, the Recovery Month in September, we are hosting a movie showing next Friday, September 17th in Fay Park at 7 p.m. Everyone is invited, and the National Alliance of Mental Illness is going to be there with an informational table. We'll be showing the movie Beautiful Boy, which is a great story about a father and son dealing with addiction. And, you know, we're hoping that people will join us. People can come from, you know, anywhere to kind of get that support and meet people who are maybe going through things very similar to what you're going through. We have a monthly support group for people who are in recovery. It's not AA or NA, it's just a social group where you can come meet other people who are, you know, going through the same journey as you are, maybe get some tips. And, you know, a lot of times when people are recovering from addiction, it's, you know, it can be socially isolating. If your social circle is all people, you know, the majority of the people you're socializing with are, you know, drinking or socially, you know, using drugs or whatever they're doing, it can be, you know, kind of isolating to be the one getting sober. So this support group is really just a social group for people to get to know other people who are local, who are going through the similar things. And we really just want people to feel comfortable and safe calling us, calling to make a coin referral, you know, reaching out for help. It's so important. I have a close friend of mine who is in recovery, and when I mentioned to him something about September being Recovery Month, he said, every month is Recovery Month. So we really want people to celebrate their recovery, to show other people that it's possible and that it works, and you know, that it does get better. You know, it can be so hard when you're in that space and it seems like there's no way out and there's no one who understands, and it's so hard, and it's hard on every level. But we really want people to know that we're here, and you know, we can help you. And if you have no one else in your life who you're comfortable talking to about this, you can talk to me, and I will be there, and I will cheer you on, and I will give you all the resources and support that I can. And you know, the world needs you here. The world needs these people to be here, and I just want people to know that and to reach out. And you can call me at the office. My name is Nicole. My phone number is 978-540-2475. You can call me, you can send me an email. We have a Facebook page. You can send a message on the Facebook page, Littleton Coalition Against Addiction. Whatever you're comfortable with, please reach out. Please, I know that the first step is the hardest, but please just take the first step, and then the next step we can take together.
And the first step is because they are afraid to get in touch with somebody that's trying to help you.
Right.
So at least they listen, at least they get in touch.
Right.
So that is the first step. The second step, you give them some direction.
Right.
And it goes on and on and on. So
right.
As this happened because the pandemic we had for 2 years, it accelerated.
Yes.
To a point where a lot of people really need some attention.
Right. Yes. I mean, you know, addiction, you know, it affects people that you wouldn't even know that it affects. And we have, since the coalition began in 2017, we have gotten lots of calls. But over the past year, I would say our call volume for this has almost doubled. And, you know, we're so glad when we get a call, because we want people to reach out. But it really has, the pandemic has kind of shone a light on, you know, even the people who are, you know, we're doing great mentally. After a year,
elderly too, or young people more?
You know, everyone.
Everyone.
And you know, the thing is, with the younger people, they're in school.
Right.
They have teachers. They have
friends.
Guidance counselors, friends, nurses.
Right.
They have a lot of options. As you get older, people who are in that kind of 20 to 30, maybe 40 years old, if they're working, you know, they don't have a lot of eyes on them. They don't have a lot of people maybe checking up on them to notice changes. So, you know, and it helps, you know, the elderly as well. You know, people are prescribed all kinds of medication.
Because they retreat themselves because they're afraid to go out, because they're afraid to get sick.
Right. And I mean, it's a very scary time for a lot of people. We, in Littleton, we are welcoming people back in person, but I'm very aware that a lot of people are not comfortable with that. And I am happy to do Zoom calls, Skype calls, phone calls.
And it's more like very confidential.
Right, it's 100% confidential.
Yeah, as long as they understand. When you call and you need some help, it's very, very tight confidentiality. In other words, nobody will know, because it's going to be between the young lady here and yourself. So if you have a problem and you feel like distanced from everybody else, trying to communicate. I mean, I can vouch for her, because she's a nice young lady that I know her for several years. And the only thing she's trying to do is help you. And she, I can vouch for her because she's a nice young lady that I know her for several years. And the only thing she's trying to do is help you. And she, I can vouch for her because she's a nice young lady that I know her for several years. And the only thing she's trying to do is help you. And she, I can vouch for her because she's a nice young lady that I know her for several years. And she, I can vouch for her because she's a nice young lady that I know her for several years. not to criticize you, help you.
Yes, there's
Am I
no
correct?
judgment, you know, and anything that happens in my office stays in my office. It's 100% confidential.
That's beautiful, yeah.
And, you know, we just want people to reach out, whether you're suffering or whether you know someone who's suffering. And if you're watching a loved one go through this, if they're not ready, you're still in need of some support yourself. To watch someone you love
communicate with somebody
go through that is very difficult. Yes.
That's beautiful. You have the opportunity to take advantage of it, okay? Don't let yourself down yourself, or don't neglect yourself with other people. And because of the pandemic, I understand now some small towns and cities, they advise you to have a mask. I'm on the Board of Health in Littleton, and we had 38 cases, so we are on a red. So we have masks when we go outside. Just cover yourself. There's nothing wrong with it. So you prevent from giving somebody else a sickness, or you receiving the COVID-19. We are in a bad situation. For these couple of years, a lot of people went through bad time. Am I correct?
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
It's been very, you know, it's been devastating on so many levels.
Not many places, town or city, as the facility that we have here in Littleton, a small town. So take advantage of it. And she doesn't only say Littleton, she don't only say Westford. No matter where you are in Serenity, am I correct?
Yes, yes.
So take advantage of it. I mean, I can vouch for her. She will guide you, and she will make you understand the process. If you drink too much, or if you're on drugs, you know, let her wait, let her go. You know what I'm saying? She will do the best she can to help you. Anything else would you like to say?
I think that's it. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Okay, this has been a short interview, but as a question, she made the point. Okay, so try to get in touch with her on a. She gave you only the work phone number, and she will give you also the email. So take advantage of it. It's more like, it's sort of like a communication between you and her. It's going to be on the email or on the phone. So you don't have to even approach her physically, but she'll be able to help you. And we are very lucky that we have a young lady like that dedicating her career to help other people. Not many places have that opportunity. So the name is Gino, and I thank you for listening, and I thank Nicole to be here and to give sort of a guidance. Take advantage of it. God bless, and have a good day.